This is Miss Kdrama Addict reviewing another Kdrama. This one is starring So Ji-sub and Han Ji-min. And this one is called Cain and Abel. And it's very biblical because I feel it's so similar to things that will go on in the Bible. So now this one is about two brothers. The older brother left for America to study at Johns Hopkins University Medical. The younger brother stayed in Korea. And you know, when you start really watching it, you realize they're not really blood brothers, because the younger one was actually adopted by the father, because he lost his parents in an accident. So they are both surgeons, but the oldest one, he wants to be a famous or big neurosurgeon, and the young one just a happy person. He's in the emergency room helping out the sick patients, and just, you know, good person, good quality person. So the father actually ended up having some type of a stroke to where he ended up in a coma. So the eldest one come back from America, and he's supposed to perform this surgery, neurosurgeon, and you know, they want all the publicity and all the thing that he's now back and he's gonna do such wondrous work at this hospital, hopefully bringing new money. It's all about money. You gotta understand, this whole thing is about money. So he wanted to do this surgery on the father, but the younger one was like, no, I think we should, you know, we shouldn't do this surgery. We should do something else. So he sent the younger brother to China to talk to someone to get some more insight about this surgery that he wants to perform on the father. Now he left for China thinking he's going to do his research, he's going to come back. Meanwhile, he's heading there. His stepmother plotted to kill this poor kid. He's plotted that before he leave China, they're supposed to take care of him. They end up shooting him in the head, left him to die in the desert. Like there's nothing there. Just all you see is a sand dune, and you're there bleeding to death. That's what he's like, bleeding to death. Now you have these people that these guys were like, they're ex-military from North Korea. So they're basically escape out of North Korea, heading into China. They're running drugs because they're trying to make enough money to save to get their family out of North Korea. So they came across him dying in the desert, and he just happened to held on to the leader's leg on his last dying, you know, breath. He had enough strength to hold on to somebody's foot to say, hey man, help me out, I'm dying here. So they decide to help him, drag him on through the desert, help him out, make him survive. But now guess what? Every K-drama have this. He lost his memory. Can't remember his name. He can't remember what he's supposed to be doing or where he's supposed to go back home to. And you know, it's like you lost everything. He can't remember crap. So he's with these guys running drugs, trying to make his way, trying to, you know, fit himself in a new society, because when you can't remember anything, you don't know where you're supposed to go. And at this point, the stepmother's not looking for him. The brother is not looking for him because they're trying to keep him back in China or dead so they could get a piece of land that apparently the father gave him as a gift, not realizing this gift that the father gave him actually belongs to his dead parents, because that's their land, to build an emergency hospital to help really people in need. But they want the land because they want to build a neurosurgeon hospital, something big they can make a lot of money from. An emergency room, Basically, I guess you don't make a lot of money off emergency room, because people that end up in the emergency room without medical insurance or medical money to pay for medical, to get the medical needs they need, they won't have any money. So they're looking at it, we're not going to make enough money, but if they come in for neurosurgeon, it's going to be people with money. They're going to have ways to pay for this surgery. So that's what they were thinking. So they have him stuck in China, send hitman to kill him. You know, the hitman send back information that he's dead because he shot him in the head. So he's thinking he bleed out and die in the desert. Now, the guy who ran away from North Korea, he's an ex-soldier. So they send, North Korea send their people to come and find him. They end up having so much gunfight, shooting, you know, getting beaten up, end up in like a military camp to where he have to box. Like, you have to fight the biggest guy in a military camp to survive. Get his ass whooped so bad. Now the older brother end up helping the girlfriend to look for him. He came up to his face, right in his face, saw his brother, have an opportunity to change his mind, to save his life, and just because he couldn't remember his older brother, he just look at his younger brother and go, I don't know him, and walked out of there, leave the guy there. Now, with all this fighting, all this stuff, he end up back in South Korea. The eldest brother now find out he's back in South Korea and still trying to kill him. He's like, he's not giving up. Every opportunity he gets, he try to kill him. You know, and I'm looking at it going like, holy crap. For some point, you gotta give up. He's back now, just fight the natural way and said, okay, let people vote on whether they want a hospital emergency or they want a neuro hospital. But he's like, no. I'm having this hospital and I want it. He doesn't care what happened. This poor guy still loses memory, can't remember crap. You know, and he's sending people to kill him. He even sat next to his brother on a bench in a park and called a hitman to tell him to go ahead and kill his brother. You know, it's like, holy crap, where does your conscience, when does your conscience kick in to say what you're doing is really wrong? He get to the point where he sent this hitman to kill this brother, and the girl that they were using to pay close attention to him in China is now in Korea, saw the car coming, so she decided to go in front of him, so the both of them got hit. Now he remembers everything. He remembers his name, he remembers where he's supposed to be, and then he started to pretend that he don't remember anything because he didn't fully remember all of the stuff that happened, but he started to like remember little by little. The oldest brother have a problem. He have a problem that needs surgery. In the end, the younger brother, they ask him to perform the surgery. My conscience says, I wouldn't perform the surgery. Man, I don't care what's going on. There's no way I'm going to perform a surgery on you after you try to kill me so many times. Brother, sister, I don't care who you are. If you try to kill me and now you're dying and I'm the possible way of saving your life, I'm not saving you. I don't know how you all feel about this, but I'm telling you, if my brother try to kill me, not on one occasion, not on two, he just keep coming at me to kill me, and now he's dying and he needs me to save him. I tell you, this is really K-drama, because in real life, it's not happening. We're not saving your ass. You're gonna die and we're gonna sit there. I'm gonna pull up a chair and get real comfortable and watch you die. Because if you're trying to kill me, I'm not gonna do anything more than say, you get, they say karma is a B. In this case, that's what you be getting from me. But he decided He performed the surgery. I'm telling you, I wouldn't do it. Kdrama, he did it. He performed the surgery. Now the older brother is like, he can recognize certain things going on, but he can't talk. And, when he was doing the surgery, one of the girls that there, she's like, oh, you miss a spot. I think he was I don't think if he was consciously trying to leave something in his brain, so he didn't try to take everything out, so he can die slowly anyway. But the girl pointed out, one of the nurses pointed out, so he probably just went in there, cleaned it up, but he couldn't talk, he couldn't move anything. He's riding around in a wheelchair. He actually get to live longer. Without the surgery, he would only died in weeks. Me, he died in weeks, and I would have a front row seat to the whole thing. So, if you like a little action, it got a lot of deceit, a lot of, where it was just, to me, total wickedness to want to hurt someone, even when the person is like down and can't remember you. You're still trying to hit him meanwhile he's down. If you're interested in stuff like that, it's not a very romantic drama, because a lot of K-dramas have a lot of romance in this. This one was more action oriented drama. So if you're interested in stuff like that, this is definitely one to see. It's Cain and Abel. You can find it on Viki, Drama Cool. So definitely go see it, and I'm letting you know I'll come back next week with another review for you. And this is Miss K Drama Addict, and please subscribe to my channel because I love giving these reviews. Thank you, and see you next time.